All right. We are here. We're live. It's your boy Freestyle. And we're going to watch the FC27 Career Mode Deep Dive. I'm very interested in what this is going to look like. I've already heard some of the pitch notes about the different things that they're changing. As a career mode player, this is the most important thing to me. And I just hope they've added some features that, are nice. The gameplay features were interesting, and I liked some of what was going on. I don't believe they'll all make it to the game or that they won't get nerfed immediately. But I think if we combine the gameplay deep dive and career mode deep dive and we get some cool features, I think them together will make FC27 at least fun for the first 6 months before Ultimate Team players ruin it for everybody else. And by the way, all the shade to you Ultimate Team players. All right, let's hop over to the career mode deep dive screen and see what they have to offer. Okay, here we go, chat. We're gonna watch FC27 career mode deep dive. Let me know if you can hear the audio of the video to make sure it's coming through. And we are off. It would have been better if that worked. And we are off.
Here's what's new for Korea in FC27. A completely overhauled transfer experience with new levers for negotiation, authentic valuations, bidding wars, and more. A dynamic OVR system where players' ratings will actively change match to match. New development trajectories that vary when players develop and peak during their career. Creator challenges where you can build your own scenarios, share with friends, and take on challenges from the community. Plus, the next evolution of authentic gameplay. New.
Oh no, I was about to say, is that trophy celebration a new one? Nope, exact one we've had since FIFA 19. That is freaking hilarious. It's the same freaking trophy celebration. It hasn't changed. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Okay.
Unexpected events and more. Let's start with a community favorite, transfers.
Okay, I'm gonna be pausing in and out here. I'm gonna say this. I like that they updated the screen. I like the way this looks. The transfer, the budget being up there, the kit number, that's not bad. It's a better looking screen than what they had. I like this. Hopefully, they still do that, like, when it's an A transfer, it does a little confetti, because I thought that was fun. But it's nice to see that they updated the screen. Again, we don't really expect much from EA year to year, so breadcrumbs are nice. You know what I'm saying? But it's an improvement. It's an improvement.
We've reworked every facet of the transfer system in FC27 based on what we've heard from you. Negotiations now take place.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this so I can read each thing. So, looking at this, okay. Again, I like that this screen looks better. I like it's no longer sitting at a table with the manager. It's on the phone. I like that better. It's nice so that's, it's nice the way this box right here where they've redone the way the player information looks, including their weekly wage and value. That's cool. So now you can do start date. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that does. I wonder if that's something where you can be like, let's say even in January, you can be like, hey, I want this signing for next year. Or maybe you can put, that's interesting. That's interesting. Transfer fee is cool. Installments, exchange player, achievement bonus, other clauses. Nice. The installments, I wonder if that's really going to make a difference. Again, you get so much money when you play career mode after like season 2 or season 3. You get so much money that buying players is easy. But if they make it where you don't get such a huge sum of money and you'd have to sign really high-end players, you'd have to break up the payments over 3-4 years, and it can affect your transfer budget 2 years down the road. Kind of a cool idea. Looks better. Let's see.
Here, and include tons of new ways to get a deal done. Experiment with buyback clauses, relegation salary drops, or competition bonuses. Everything you'd see in a real contract negotiation.
That's not bad. I like the buyback clause. I think somebody said it used to exist and they've just brought it back. I don't remember that, but I think a buyback clause is cool. Squad status, fine, yeah.
You'll also notice more realistic wage demands from players, depending where they're at in their career. Players in their prime will often want that big contract, whereas players on either side of their peak might be willing to negotiate. Player valuations are also the most authentic they have ever been, thanks to a new...
Let's pause here. Again, this refresh screen is nice. You can see the in-game model, great. Expected market value, skill moves, ready to play. Yeah, that it looks clean. I like that. That's pretty cool. Attribute stats. So this is your player profile. So this is when you go, I guess this is what it's going to look like when you're in your squad hub and you're going through your players. Man, do you think they're going to have yearly stats or year over year stats that actually accrue? Probably not.
Partnership with Transfer Room, a platform hundreds of clubs worldwide use to research and negotiate transfers. We've also completely reworked how other clubs approach transfers to create an even more dynamic transfer market. Rivalries and club partnerships now factor into where players...
There it is. Okay, so this was what they used to have in FC 17, and I believe 19 had this as well. The inquire to buy and the inquire to loan. Where at the very least, you didn't have to scout the player. I hope that this is what that is. But you could do a thing where you'd be like, hey, I want to buy this guy. How much do you want for him? And at least you get a ballpark number. So if you didn't scout him, at least you can get an idea. If that's what this is, that's cool. If it's not, that kind of sucks. But it'd be nice if that was back where it's like, I don't have instant scouting on. I haven't scouted this player, but I know I want to buy him. How much? Give me a ballpark number. And sometimes they'd say like they'd want 20 million more than the guy's market value actually is, and that could screw you over or whatever. And that's fine. That's the risk you take by using that button. But I like that option where you didn't have to necessarily scout everybody. You could just try to buy someone.
Go. For example, you'll rarely see players move between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, and you'll see more deals between clubs with healthy transfer histories. You'll also see more bidding wars.
Okay, I don't know if you saw that. Hold on, let's back up here because as an Arsenal fan, there's some shade here. Okay.
For example, you'll rarely see players move between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid.
Makes sense. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid don't make sense. This is Chelsea.
And you'll see more deals between clubs with healthy transfer histories.
So are you trying to tell me that Chelsea is going to keep screwing Arsenal over? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're implying here, EA? That as an Arsenal fan, I'm going to have to sit here and watch Chelsea keep dumping their players onto our roster? Come on, man. I don't like that. I don't appreciate this.
You'll also see more bidding wars in FC 27, giving you more realistic competition from other clubs as you vie for a player's signature. And we've improved how AI teams shortlist players to help them identify and chase talent that's right for that club and target more players overall to increase transfer activity happening across the world.
So we're not going to have 5 goalkeepers
dynamic
on every
OVR. Simply put, dynamic OVR changes everything. Every match day poses new selection headaches, but also opportunities.
Okay, this is a bit nice service screen. I like that the playstyles are visible all the time. It looks a little cleaner. It looks a little sharper. Yeah, the tactics assignments are probably going to look the same. I like that the overalls now it shows an arrow which way they're going, up or down, and yeah, it's nice. It's clean. I like it.
Every season has new standout players, and every choice you make has a real impact on the pitch. In FC 27, players will have a base overall rating, plus a dynamic range that represents how much that rating can rise or fall from match to match. Younger players with potential have a bigger dynamic OVR range, making it possible for your informed youngsters to break into the first team before they reach their full potential. And as that OVR fluctuates, so will their individual attributes to reflect the form they're in. Form, morale, fitness and playing time all affect a player's dynamic OVR. Top performers could rise fitness and their individual attributes to reflect the form they're in. Form, morale, fitness, and playing time all affect a player's dynamic OVR.
So I don't think that's new. I think that's always allegedly been coded into the game, but maybe they're putting a little bit more emphasis on it, and maybe you'll see it more. But I think that's been, ever since dynamic overall has been around, I think that's been a thing. So I don't necessarily think this is new, but maybe it's more visible or more obvious that it's going on.
Top performers could rise to new levels. Unused players could play below their ability.
That's me.
Or you
That
might
was my
find a
shot.
surprise squad player who's really up for a big match. So, keep a close eye on whose ratings are peaking as you make your team selection each week.
Jesus Christ, what a shot.
New development trajectory.
You know what would be cool is if, because this does happen in real life, is if a player on your team is going back and playing the team they came from, right? So let's say whatever, you signed a player from Chelsea, let's say, and then you're playing Chelsea. That player gets a bump in his dynamic overall because he's playing his former team. That would be kind of cool to see, like those kind of things. But anyways, it's,
Bring this same variability to player development. In FC 27, players grow and peak at different ages, just like they do in the real world. You'll still see wonder kids like Mbappe and Bellingham shoot to stardom earlier on. You'll also see late bloomers emerge at various stages in their career, just like Semenyo last season. This makes scouting for potential so much more dynamic, and it challenges you to make tough decisions with players you're developing.
ready-made option, building toward his prime development phase. Interesting.
Are they falling short of their potential?
So only one player in your squad is better suited to perform in this position, making %1s an excellent addition. He should join your team. That is hilarious that they kept that in the video. The fact that the variable did not pull in the player's name and it's %1s is absolutely hilarious that that made it into the video. Can you imagine that these guys put out a video with a bug like that on the screen? Fucking edit it out. That's hilarious. Oh, so we know the game's bugged the day one. We know it's coming out buggy. That is unreal. Okay, development phase. A building toward his prime, a rising talent, steadily improving with every match. He's turning raw ability and confidence and consistency as he pushes closer. This again, if this works as they claim it does, it'll be nice, especially for someone like me who loves to play with Youth Academy, who a lot of my career modes are kind of Youth Academy heavy. Being able to, find a Youth Academy star and have him actually grow and become a really good player in a relatively quick time or short time based on if he's really, really good or not, and I play him a ton, cool idea.
Or is their peak coming later? In addition to development trajectories, we've extended dynamic potential to all leagues you've selected in Deeper Sim. Scout the stats to identify rising potential players before they...
Okay, so that sounds like dynamic potential will not affect leagues you have not done a deeper simulation on. So for you to get the full effect of it, you probably should do a deeper simulation on as many leagues as possible. That's what that sounds like. Interesting.
get noticed by other clubs.
I guess it depends on how overpowered that actually is.
To see who's turning a rich vein of form into world-class potential. On to creator challenges. In FC 27, you can create your very own Manager Live challenges right from your phone or computer. The all-new challenge creation tool gives you creative freedom to design any type of challenge you like. And when you're done, you can publish, play it yourself, and share it with your friends instantly. You'll see your challenges in the Manager Live hub alongside select.
Didn't they try this already? This sounds like this was something they tried. Where you could do like a manager challenges, and I guess now they're trying to like, you get to make your own. So this could be kind of cool where like, let's say a popular streamer or a popular YouTuber, someone not me, obviously, as the, but like, a YouTuber like Cutsy or like Rick and Rory on Twitch or whatever, they could maybe set up their own challenges that their community can then play. If that's the case, that's kind of cool from a content creator perspective, right? From a person that's creating content, they can create a challenge and have other people, other viewers try it, make it something that they can do on their streams or on their YouTube videos as a viewer reward type thing. If that's what it sounds like that. from a content creator perspective, that sounds kind of cool. Me, myself, I don't really care. If I had a group of friends that play this game, maybe sharing this stuff with friends and stuff would be interesting. But I think this is more content creator driven. That's what it feels like to me. But maybe people are into this. And again, this feels like maybe something came out of NBA 2K or something else. Another game does this, and cool idea, I guess.
Action challenges
It's all about
from your
execution, as
favourite
always.
creators. You'll also see popular or trending challenges from the community. With enough players and upvotes, anyone's challenge can be selected to be featured here. Whether you're looking to recreate a famous treble, play
Same
out an
video.
alternate history, or take Korea to new levels of difficulty, you can build it, play it, and share it in FC27. Over to authentic gameplay. In FC27, Korea is more realistic on the pitch too.
This is all
Your
that matters,
teammates
right?
will catch their breath off the ball late in matches. Players will slip more often when changing directions quickly, especially in wet conditions. And it's not just animations. Fatigue will have a larger impact on their attributes as they tire, and even make them more susceptible to injuries. We've also
That's
improved how your teammates behave in and out of possession. Players accelerate with more urgency with and without the ball, and everyone acts more composed and natural off the ball. And we've dialed up the impact the team and players' personalities have on how they play. For example, you'll feel the difference against more aggressive opponents. They'll be more combative and foul you more often. We've added...
Dude, fouling more often is like a dream on its own. I would love to play this game and actually get a free kick once in a while. So again, all of this sounds great. And what's important here is that if this is career mode specific, some of this stuff, if that's career mode specific, then the ultimate team changes should not impact this. So when ultimate team players want the game to be snappier, faster, less fouls, more ping-pongy and all that crap, as a career mode player, hopefully that doesn't impact me, but you never really know. And this looks kind of cool. Looks like they're giving you more options for the CPU opponent stuff. This is like in FC26, you have to ratchet some of these things up so high for the AI to actually play competitively. So looks like they added a couple more things here. Personal foul frequency, put that to 90. 99, man, 99. I feel like that's what's going to have to happen. But I'm glad that's there. I'm glad to see a professional foul frequency. Let me see some fouls. Let me see more fouls in the game.
New sliders, so you can customize all these details for the authentic gameplay
Very
experience,
interesting.
including new CPU sliders to make the opposition behave with even more variety. Off the pitch, expect over 25 new unexpected events, including
do
a
stories on my
community-requested
stream. We don't
change
need
to
this.
press conferences.
We built
Instead
this
of
before
weekly
them.
interviews, press conferences will only appear at marquee moments, and they'll have real consequences. Piling pressure on a new signing could drop their dynamic OVR, or motivating...
Wait. Did they say that press conferences are now randomized and not after every game and before every game? Because that is... Hold on.
events, including a community-requested change to press conferences. Instead of weekly interviews, press conferences will only appear at marquee moments, and they'll have real consequences.
Thank God.
Piling pressure on
I
a
hate
new
the
signing
press conferences.
could drop their dynamic OVR, or motivating your team after a big loss could give your players a boost. And in player career, rivalries add another dimension of storytelling and competition. The media will pit you against other players across the season, giving you new objectives to strive for and new ways to set yourself apart as an icon of the game. Korea is all about immersion. That's what you care about most, so that's our big focus in FC27.
Okay, that move right there, I'm telling you right now, that's going to get nerfed out of the game. The fact that this dude was able to do this. Look at this move that he's able to do here.
That's what you care about most, so that's our big focus in FC27.
Jesus.
A top-down transfer overhaul makes the market feel more realistic. Dynamic OVR and new development trajectories make player growth feel more alive. Improved authentic gameplay makes every match feel more real. And new unexpected events make every day feel more unpredictable. Check out the pitch notes now for even more career details, and stay tuned for more info on FC27 in our upcoming deep dives and on socials. Pre-order.
All right. I gotta admit, I'm a little excited. I think that's pretty cool. I think some of the things that they talked about, especially in the career mode, are interesting. I like to see some new screens and new squad depth screens, and like the fact that the negotiation screen isn't at some random restaurant or office anymore, and it's like a little quicker and snappier. Hopefully, you can get in and out of transfers quick. The fact that press conferences are more unique and random is kind of neat. So yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited about this. So let's friggin' go. August 31st, pre-orders. Oh, the pre-orders are August 31st. Ultimate Plus. Oh my God, they have an Ultimate Plus edition. What is happening to gaming? What is happening to gaming? That's ridiculous. I'm happy. The two deep dives that I watched, the gameplay deep dive and this deep dive, have me optimistic about what this game's going to be like. I assume a lot of the good stuff will be nerfed out of it shortly after its launch. But, a boy can dream. A boy can dream.